former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw it, Simpson. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Bernard. And they'll knock him down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. Got his man all by himself. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get up.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Wingo. Gets away from one, finds room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback brought up two and sacked at the 12. The defense uses their second timeout in the half as they try to get their act together. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Williams. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
To the air, it's Simpson. Back's looking for the goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that... he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive wants to throw. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quickly complete. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. He might want another play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Manning. On target. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas. Inside the 30.
Down to the 29. 10 yards and you got 11 seconds left.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give is to Miller. Runs through a tackle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense playing a bail technique. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And it's loose. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Hookham is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. To the air, it's Manning. Quickly complete. The first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quick completion to the right. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. The big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers.
Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play And you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the red zone, looking for a space. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
Back to pass on second down. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown tie! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Manning. Working that left side now. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, wants to pass. This time he's got it. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed.
I catch it like that, I guess, across the middle every single time because they're going to drop it.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Whoa, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Manning. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires.
Thank you. First play, user alert.
What a bad time for a mistake like that. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job.
That is third pick.
Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Able to pick his way forward. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's 3rd down. Listen, if I go get this 1st down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this 3rd down?
Well, I want to be aggressive if I'm on defense. You could tell in these last couple of plays, they've been selling out, putting a lot of bodies closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating the offense, trying to run the football, and trying to bleed the clock. Now, I'd get after this quarterback. I'd be anticipating throw here. Just send the blitz and really dictate to them to give yourself an opportunity to win.
The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air. It's Simpson. Rushes on him.
4th one, let's go.
Interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Texas. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.